Great success on a global scale can change a person in many ways. But for Jerry D. Stritzke, his success has only strengthened his humility and his appreciation for his roots in Oklahoma. Jerry was born on August 5, 1960, the first child of Donna and Jim Stritzke. He grew up on the family farm west of Stillwater, and like many children in the Midwest, was involved in 4-H and FFA. Early on, his family and friends could tell there was something unique about this unassuming boy from Stillwater.
He spent his first year on Oklahoma State campus kind of doing what he does best, in my view, analyzing the opportunities that were available to him and what would be best for him going forward, I think. And that's why he, in his second year, decided that he thought it'd be best if he went ahead and joined a fraternity.
After one semester, Jerry was named the president of his farmhouse fraternity pledge class, but his involvement didn't end there.
He was president of the College of Agriculture Student Council, and then he was involved in ODK and Blue Key. Anything that was going to recognize leadership and honors would have included Jerry Stritzke.
I think the thing that I can look back on him as a student and as a fraternity brother both and identify early on, looking back on it now, that has been probably his biggest asset in life is he was unique in that he wasn't afraid to make mistakes.
Jerry received the Dean Fred Lacrone Outstanding Graduating Senior Award when he completed his degree in agricultural economics in 1982. That same year, he married his college sweetheart, Edith Butter, who'd he'd first met walking out of Hideaway Pizza. After earning his Juris Doctorate, Jerry's first ventures in the business world were as a law associate. The strong work ethic he'd learned on the farm and at OSU served him well, and he was named a partner at the age of 28 at the firm Best, Sharp, Sheridan, and Stritzke. In 1992, he opened his own law office, but ultimately decided to leave the practice. It was the first of many risks that would take his career to new heights.
Jerry continually mentions, be willing to get outside your comfort zone and take a reasonable risk. And so he made his success in great deal through his hard work and through his networking and connections that he had.
Jerry's connections led him to the retail consulting firm Webb & Shirley. Even with no retail experience, Jerry thrived at the company for 6 years. His ingenuity and success prompted another job offer, and in 1999, he accepted the position of Senior Vice President of Operations for Limited Brands. Again, he excelled, ultimately becoming Limited's Chief Operating Officer and co-leader of Victoria's Secret. But his time at Limited Brands ended when he was 47, and for the first time, Jerry found himself looking for a job. His next move would land him atop one of the world's most well-known fashion corporations.
Quite interesting to have a farm boy, a young man from Stillwater, Oklahoma, that has achieved the success he's achieved in the corporate world, in perhaps a business that's not exactly agriculture, but he has pointed out in some of his speeches that he's still in leather, with the Coach handbags, and so he's still in agriculture in one sense.
Coach Incorporated named Jerry its president and chief operating officer in 2008. Since that time, the Cowboy in Manhattan has transformed the already well-known brand into a global accessory powerhouse. With his guidance, sales of the brand in China alone increased from $30 million to $300 million in 4 short years.
It is global, it is growing, it is forward-thinking, it is constantly rebranding itself, repositioning itself to be the premier accessory fashion company in the United States and now across the globe.
He has been an ambassador for Oklahoma State in boardrooms, in meetings around the world where he will be sitting at a table with 15 other people from Harvard and Yale and Duke, and I can, in most cases, he'll be the only one from a public university, let alone a land-grant university. And he's proud of that fact, and he embraces that fact.
His alma mater has embraced Jerry as well, and in 2010, he was asked to be the speaker at OSU's fall commencement ceremonies.
Please welcome a real Manhattan cowboy, Jerry Stritzke.
He encouraged our newest graduates to focus on the idea of who they will become, and he cautioned that the importance of having great aspirations will ultimately require them to have courage and take risks, just like he did.
You must and need to aspire to change the world. You must dream big. And one thing I know is that you will be tested, and it will require courage.
Jerry has also spoken at the OSU Executive Management Briefing Speaker Series and has opened the doors of Coach to recent graduates and aspiring students alike.
I first visited Jerry Stritzke on a student trip to New York. We take students every fall, and he had kindly offered to have our students come and meet with him. It was terrific to see him talk to the students about what they were going to really gain by being an OSU alumni. He is an OSU graduate through and through and very proud of it. And I think that he demonstrated that to the students and demonstrated to the students that he was interested in helping them.
As Jerry tells many of the students he speaks with, his greatest accomplishment is being a husband and father to his two daughters, Laura and Catherine, and his son, Jacob.
There is such a deep appreciation from those girls for their parents, and in Jerry in particular, and Jacob for his father, for the type of leadership that he's provided for the family and the opportunities. It's just a loving family.
For those who know him, Jerry remains a humble and grounded individual committed to the important things in life: his family, his faith, and the first place he called home. It's a commitment and a career worthy of recognition by the OSU Alumni Hall of Fame.
Well, there are a number of words that come to my mind to describe Jerry, but I think his degree of integrity would probably best capture my high regard and respect for Jerry. A man of his word.
I think it's clear that he's a faithful man to his university, to his family, to his God, to his friends. Faithful is the word I'd use to describe him.
I think Jerry Stritzke absolutely represents the pinnacle of what an OSU Alumni Hall of Fame member should be. Committed to his institution, proud of his institution, and successfully conducting his career in the global marketplace.
A model of success and humility. Jerry Stritzke, 2013 Oklahoma State University Alumni Hall of Fame.